I told them to, and part of the reason they're doing it is so they've got more time to make it to their next gig. So that was part of my negotiation. We got an hour or two. I told Ben and the boys they got to be here at 12:30 instead of 1.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. And that gives you.
But what's amazing to me is that I get a different answer about all these different people have this idea about what like for instance you said my workshop started at what time did you tell me?
Sound for bands on. I was looking at the flyer.
What's
Sound
it
for
say?
band says 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
11 to 12:30. It says it on the flyer.
I was going off the flyer.
I didn't see the times. They were written in blue, so you can't read them.
Yeah,
Okay.
blue on black, not easy to read. So
It says 11,
11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
and you got the band coming at what time?
They said they'd be here between 10:30 and 10:45.
Okay. Well, they could be here between 10:45 and 11.
Yeah.
It'd be all right.
I said between 10:30 and 10:45. That gives them time to load in and set up. So right around 11, you should be ready to go.
Okay.
And it said that your workshop ended at 12:30, so I told Ben and the guys to show up at 12:30 instead of 1,
Okay.
and figured we can just get them out of there by 2 at the latest, so they're not rushing to their next gig, and they like the sound of that. So
Okay. Well, I'm actually the workshop is going to go at least until 1.
that's fine. You know, but I mean, if in fact the people who are part of the workshop get an opportunity to actually see said band getting filmed, I can just add to their educational experience.
Right.
That works.
And that shall happen
All right.
for those that are able to stay for the workshop.
Yeah.
They can become the audience.
I
Yes.
like your hat.
Was
Thank
my
you.
plan.
Thank you.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know where it came from. My neighbor bought it for me though, and it is in fact an official, if you look on the inside, Indiana Jones Adventure Gear hat.
When did you get it?
A few weeks ago.
Really?
You know, like it's something that they cranked out and sold somewhere in lieu of the new movie. No, it's not leather. It's some heavily treated
Does it say
fabric.
made in China anywhere on it?
Made by slave labor in Tibet.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Made in Sri Lanka. So, and my neighbor bought it for me, and he even had like a little pin on the side that if you looked close at Indiana Jones, and I pulled that off.
And you took that off?
Took it off.
The coolest thing?
Took it off. I'm not big on like brand names sticking to my clothes. If I get I mean, I don't buy like big name stuff anyway at the mall, but occasionally, you know, I'll get something Goodwill or something like that, you know, or something that says Gap or Levi's on it or something like that, at which point I always pull out my safety blade and cut that tag off, and I don't go for that. Somebody gave me a Tommy Hilfiger shirt for Christmas once, and that became my Chihuahua's latest blanket in his dog bed.
Oh, whoever gave that to you for Christmas will
Yeah.
feel really good about hearing that now, won't they?
And they're never going to hear that, so
Why is that? Do they live in a different state?
they do. So they'll
Okay.
never find out that the Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
It's a dog blanket.
Yeah, well, no longer. I mean, this was many years ago. Like, the shirt's since been thrown out, and my dog has since passed away, but
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
And you didn't wrap the dog in the shirt for the burial or anything like
I wrapped him up in a towel.
that. Towel.
Yeah, he was wrapped in a towel. I need to, actually, now that I think about it, probably need to buy some new towels, because I've had 2 animals die on me in the past year, and every time I lose an animal, I wrap them in a towel when I bury them, so that's 1 towel now. In addition to losing a friend, so probably need some towels. But anyway.
Saddest thing I've ever heard.
So are you going to do Hang Donald Rumsfeld for us today?
We'll do it as a show's closing, maybe.
As the show's closing, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe not. You want to do it?
Well, I don't know. I want you to do it now. I don't know.
No.
All right,
We'll do it a
well,
little
yeah.
bit.
Well, what do you want? What do you want to do? Have you got a Mushroom Man tune for us?
I never think about. Every time I pull in the parking lot, I said, you know, I really should get a couple of tunes together and think about it, because when I get on the show, I can't think of anything.
You're not inspired currently?
Now I'm burnt up.
Burned up. I know that. I'm sitting here just sweating.
Well, I was sweating driving over here. I'm not. It's kind of cool in here. Man.
Yeah, it's so much better in here than it is.
You know
out
what?
front.
It'll be cooler in here if I close that door right there. And you know what else?
Oh
got a
yeah, a
fan?
little bit of sun.
Yeah, I've got it on. Have you touched the blue wall behind you to your left?
Is there something back there? Is that a window?
It was a doorway. They've got plexiglass on the other side of it. It's sealed in with plexiglass.
So it's catching sunlight right on the other side of that.
It's a solar collector.
Right.
Right. And they complain about our well, it's not very hot right now.
No.
Well, that's good.
It's not. I'm surprised.
You know what? There's a little bit. I think there's a little bit more breeze just where I'm sitting because I can see the fan right there. You want my seat?
No,
This is
no.
where you usually are anyway. So.
No.
Hey, dude, you had your chance. You know, he's offering.
Yeah.
Missed it again.
Breeze right there. Although there is something very appealing to the I've heard you do that before, the Hang Donald Rumsfeld song.
I like that.
I think a lot of people can agree that
Yeah.
that's actually a fairly positive message.
Yeah, it's all in good, clean fun. I mean, we really don't want to see Donald Rumsfeld hanging outside the Senate office
You're
swinging.
gonna have to leave now.
Seriously, I would prefer like Donald Rumsfeld receives a spectacular public humiliation.
Yeah, stocks. You know, stocks is not a bad idea.
Before we hang him.
Before we
For about a day or
for
two.
about a week, couple of weeks. You know, not feed him anything.
You
It would
just
do
have-
him like it did
We just have-
Saddam's brother. We'll make him drop a little bit too far, and where it pops his head off. That's what it did to Saddam's brother. His head popped off when he hung him.
Or if we could
Did you
just
see
hit
it?
No,
Donald.
but that's what they said.
Well, I think
I think I heard about that.
Donald Rumsfeld will have to learn how to snag bites out of rotten vegetables as they fly by for something to eat for a snack.
Actually, I think it'd be hysterical if we can catch Donald Rumsfeld in a gay sex scandal. I think that'd be great. Donald Rumsfeld,
He's
the
got a
latest
weird-
Republican
well-
caught in a gay sex scandal.
Well, I don't know. They're getting to be so common anymore. They're not.
It's not even a scandal
That's
anymore.
not a scam. I mean,
Nah, they're just like we are, you know.
I mean, but seriously, I mean, the way Donald Rumsfeld talks, doesn't he sound like he should be like that creepy, like, boys baseball coach, or like, you know, like a creepy Boy Scout troop leader or something like that
no,
with the
don't
language
say
he
that.
works? What?
That's an insult to creepy
To
Boy
Boy
Scout
Scouts.
leaders.
Where did you put that thing?
I like Big Al.
Here.
He's like the one on the.
Go ahead.
I hate that, by the way. I hate that horn. Okay. I'm sorry.
Most guests
No,
do.
that's
Go ahead.
fine.
What were you saying? Big Al.
Big Al on the South Park. He was a gay guy who was.
Oh, uh-huh.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
The gay guy who was the troop leader, and they
Scout
ran
leader.
him off for somebody like Donald Rumsfeld. Whereas Big Gay Al was a good
Mm-hmm.
guy, you know, great guy, and the scout leader was a big macho fruitcake, you know, like kind of like Donald Rumsfeld.
So somebody ran off the publicly gay Boy Scout troop leader so
Yeah.
they could get the opportunity to molest Boy Scouts in secret.
Yeah,
That sounds
Gay
like
Al would never do that.
Well, it's kind of interesting. I mean, because a lot of people publicly try and associate homosexuality with pedophilia, and the thing is, if you do the research, guys who are openly gay are actually like less likely to be nailed for something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
statistically speaking.
Yeah,
So,
what it's worth.
yeah. So worth getting up there. But anyway.
So,
Yes. Gay people are not pedophiles. Gay people are gay. Pedophiles are pedophiles.
Yeah, so come on, give a review and say that.
And well, I don't care. it's true that the distinction needs to be made for some people out there who might not know. The reason we have different words for different things is because sometimes they're different. And gay people and pedophiles are different, hence the different terms. So gay people are not pedophiles, gay people are gay. And pedophiles are pedophiles. That's why we made the word for it, because
Even
it's
if they're not
different.
gay.
Right, even if they're not gay, yes.
Yes.
Particularly, most likely, they're not gay. So
Yeah.
be friendly to your neighborhood neighbors. All of
Unless they're gay pedophiles,
them.
in which case they could be gay pedophiles.
Yeah. I mean, you know, two gay guys marrying, odds are they're not doing little boys, they're into each other. It's the people that, you know, the people who carry on as if they don't
This
have
doesn't
anything to
work
hide
anymore.
usually don't have anything to hide.
This background disc doesn't work anymore for some reason.
Is it just not going?
Well, I've been trying to load it. Oh, it's loading now. Okay.
I thought
I
it
had
was
to take
loading
it
a minute
out
ago.
and cool it off. It's been getting very hot.
I've heard of many technical errors with DVDs before. I've never heard of overheating being a problem.
There it goes.
No, it didn't. It's showing what I assume to be some kind of an error message. Well, let me see if another one will work. This is the one I guess got yesterday from Larry. We'll see if any of them. We'll see if it's the DVD player.
If it's not working, I can go out to the car and I could get something.
Oh, you have a DVD player in the car?
I mean, I've got a DVD.
I have a few DVDs.
Okay. Hey, I love the fact you're whipping out a DVD with the words "not for broadcast" written scrawled on it in big letters.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I look forward.
You're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to tell people that. That's
Yeah, I'm bad for like occasionally blurting stuff out like that.
no, that's okay.
Okay.
There, this one's gonna work. I got a notion that the new one will work when it gets cooled off, because it got hot yesterday, and I didn't see if it would work, but today it worked. That's interesting. Is that an engine?
No, that's a cutaway of a spaceship.
It's a what?
It's a cutaway design of a spaceship in the role-playing book I'm currently reading that I just bought using my government stimulus check.
Mm-hmm. It looks like an alien reproductive system,
Well, you
doesn't
know,
it to you?
I can see how a fine quality interstellar starship might in fact look like an alien reproductive system to some people. I think all the best ones do.
It'd be just like some of those sports cars they sell.
Yeah, exactly. It's a mark of quality.
They
Penis
sell.
that goes 60 miles an hour, baby.
That's right.
Quality.
Can I
right
pour
there.
you some of that?
Lovely, thank you.
Okay. Some for you.
But of course.
Before it gets too bitter. What is that, a song?
Now I'm just doing
Does that
background music.
sound like it might be a good song? You know, if we did someone close this door? Who's trying to steam roast us?
When's the big do here? Next week?
Next weekend. That's correct. Next weekend is Your TV's big 3-day gala weekend to celebrate 2 years.
Starting Friday?
Starting Friday. Kicking off at 7 o'clock, they have a VIP event here at URTV. And then starting 9:30 at the garage at Biltmore, there's a concert, and there's going to be a show sponsored by Mount Dungeon. New episodes every Thursday at 11 p.m. And we've got the Cheeksters, Nevada, and Saint Solitude, 3 great bands that are going to be. The Cheeksters, Nevada, and Saint Solitude are all going to be performing that night, so I look forward to the show.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like it's going to be a great show.
Mm-hmm. And in a moment of televisual grace, I think I just got an eyelash in my eye.
Oh, what are you doing?
You know, that's a nice thing about URTV. You get long minutes of silence. You never hear silence on network TV.
Well, this is true. They keep it going pretty much constantly. And actually, I've been watching with increased curiosity and critical eye some of the late night talk shows. I mean, and doing this, you kind of realize that, I mean, guys like Jay Leno and Conan O'Brien, you know, there's actually like a skill to what they do. To be able to talk constantly and at least have it be mildly interesting, supposedly, or at least poppy and snappy at all times.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that is a skill a lot of people do not have.
I think it's genetic.
It's it's entirely possible. I mean, I think it's something some people are probably more gifted at than others. Yeah. But
Yeah, when Allison
guy's
gets
pretty
here,
good.
things always pick up.
Mhm.
She's like that.
Yes, she is, and it's funny because I actually do the on-air personality thing in my own shows sometimes, but I'm not naturally like that. You know, it takes work, and if I don't know, come in with something to say, sometimes I just don't have something to say. So it's sometimes good to be prepared. Although, because we've got a moment of silence, I'll go ahead and I'll plug something that I said I would plug, because a couple other URTV people are involved in this. There is a show tonight. Apparently it's going to be a free show, more like a big party, at the Marshall Industrial Park. And this is if you take 2570 to Marshall all the way down to the very end where the 4 lanes end and Long Branch Road begins. That's where you'll find Marshall Industrial Park. And it's kicking off between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. There's 6 bands, of which I could not actually get a single name of any of them. But
In the
6
Marshall Industrial Park. No
Yeah.
kidding.
6 bands are going to be playing Marshall Industrial Park tonight.
Man, we're in the big time. I know
Yeah.
exactly where that's at.
You should go check it out.
Yeah, I may do that. There's other stuff happening in Marshall. There's a gallery crawl happening in Marshall tonight.
Nice.
The galleries are staying open.
Mm-hmm.
There's a,
Tell us about the galleries.
I don't know, well, come to Marshall. It's a cool little place. You
I know
drink-
Marshall's a cool
drink some
place.
wine
It's
and,
on my list.
and
What key you in?
I don't know. I'm not. Give me
It's
some.
G.
Huh? Blow it. That's a G.
That is a cool little harmonica box you've got there, Joe. That is actually very cool. Corduroy
you're playing
wrapped
in
box
a,
with a
that is a
harmonica
G
for
harp?
every
That's a
occasion.
G. I'm playing cross harp. That works.
Yeah, that.
I got it. I had another backgammon case, but it's bigger, and I wanted something smaller, and I found that they work great for harmonicas.
Very nice.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
take a train down. Get on that train. On that train.
There's a proper way to tell
Well, I'm going up the country with one big line. Well, I'm going up with one big line. Well, I take a train, take that train, take a train down to old Marshall Town. Take a train down, take a train. Well, I'm sitting on the rail, watching that sun move down. Well, I'm sitting on the rail, I'm going down off the town. I'm going down.
Well, thank you. Yay! We hope the train comes into your station on this Friday
How old
afternoon.
is that guitar of yours?
It's a year older than I am.
I need some tea, actually.
47, I think.
Nice.
Got a guitar.
Yeah, it does. Get your C harp out.
I see. I do have a C. How'd you know I had a C? I've got all kinds of alphabets. Oh, I don't need that.
We're singing another train song. I've been riding on a baby on a windowsill. I've been riding that mail train, baby can't get no thrill. Well, and if I die for the top of the hill,
Isn't it Bobby? That was a Bobby
Bobby
D.
Dylan.
A Bobby D song, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have some tea.
Had some friends riding rails. Just hopefully he's left today. Heading out. Going up to Virginia on the train.
Going where?
Up to Virginia on the train.
Is it hot in Marshall? Is it hotter than Black
I bet it
Mountain?
is
or-
hot. I bet it is hot today. But they're gonna. It's gonna be a happening tonight.
At
Come
Marshall
down. We'll
tonight?
play on the gallery crawl in Marshall. Gallery crawl seems like a stupid word, but that's what they call it anyway.
Huh.
There's
What
galleries
time?
stay open. I don't know. Probably starts at 7 or something.
I might do that.
Yeah.
After that, at Marshall Industrial Park, there's a big concert / party. It's
Free? Did you say?
You know, that's what I heard. If not, it's not a very high cover. They advertise it as bring your own beer, so I think it's just bring the party kind of thing. But there's 6 bands at the
Well.
Marshall Industrial Park, so.
Huh.
Now where's Marshall located at?
Go right down the river, about 20 miles.
Yeah, it's
Straight
not
down
far
the river.
away. You just cut right up.
You can either go 1923 to 2570 at Weaverville,
Yeah.
take a left on 2570 towards Hot Springs, and then go about 10-15 minutes
Yeah.
and follow the signs. But the industrial park's right off of that, right off of 2570.
Yeah, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a happening night.
Okay. Good time to be had in Marshall.
Good time to be in Marshall. It's a happening in Marshall. I'm excited.
Well, it's happening on URTV 20 tonight
And
too.
it's happening.
That's
it's
right.
happening
Right now,
here
as we
on-
speak.
Party,
Channel
you got,
22
Glow Lady
day.
coming up, and then you got me
And if you're up
coming
late, you can watch it late at night.